Hey everybody, welcome back to Farmstead Folk. It's been a little bit since we posted a video, so I wanted to kind of update everybody on what we have going on and what we're gonna show you today. So at a farm that we lease next to us, we ended up buying a lot of sheep, a lot of ewes, a lot of young ewes to fill it up. Cattle were a little too high to buy right now, and we needed something to fill up this farm, so we went with sheep, just like what we have at our own place. They're kind of a Katahdin St. Croix mix. We have 820 ewes right now. We've got some more coming in November. So these ewes so far, we've been really happy with the way they look, the way they've turned out, the way they've respected our hot wire. We've been moving them every 2 days for sure. Some paddocks has been every day, but so far they've been really easy going. We brought 3 of our older dogs from home over here, so 2 of the dogs are 2 years old and 1 of them's a year old, and we've been also very pleased with the way that the dogs have adapted to the new farm. They've stayed at the new farm even though they could get home if they wanted to, but they have really bonded on to this group of sheep and they've done really well here. So today we are going to, these sheep, I'll show you here in a second, they've been rotating through a large bottom field. It's about 30 acres. And so they've been content. We've been moving them every 2 days. They've moved, I guess, this is their 4th paddock in this large bottom field. So today they kind of have a long move. We've got to move them up into like a catch pen area, like a feeding barn area first. And then from there, we will move them across like a little driveway, through another smaller catch pen, and then into the new paddock where they're gonna go today. In this new paddock area that they're gonna be in today, they're gonna be in that for about another 10-day period where we'll move them every 2 days across a ridge. So we'll try to start filming that a little more often, how we move them, how they respect the electric fence, things like that. So we have pretty much everywhere we have barbed wire with an offset of electric on this side. Now down here in this bottom field, the perimeter was just 2 strands of electric, and we didn't have any problems with them. With their temporary electric fence, we did 2 strands of electric as well. We will cut that down to 1 strand of electric once we know that they're all respecting it. So anyways, the divider fence, the temporary fence is 2 strands. The perimeter down here was 2 strands, but up where we're gonna go today is just an offset of electric. So anyways, come along with us and see how these sheep do. It's gonna be, this is the place the dogs have never been. These sheep have never been here. So we'll just see once how it goes. See if it's gonna be smooth sailing like the rest of the moves have been, or see if it's gonna be a disaster. All right, so here's where they're at right now. See, they're out grazing this bottom field, and then I don't know if you can see the fence over there or not, but about right where that dog feeder is, a little further than that, we have our temporary 2-strand electric fence where we've cut them off. Can't go any further than that right now for this last day or 2. And then they're obviously against the perimeter. So gonna kind of call them through up into this holding pen up here. It's kind of like, it was an old feed barn area for cattle. We filled the feed barn with hay bales this summer. So this is pretty Loctite in here. Got woven wire all the way around this. So we'll catch them in here first, and then we are going to run them straight across the driveway into this other catch pen, and then I'll show you where we go from there. Okay, so I just wanted to hop over here and show you guys what has been holding them in. This is our perimeter fence on this bottom field. Again, just some fiberglass, 4 4-foot post with clips and 2 strands of high tensile wire. So that's what's been holding them in over here in this bottom field. This goes all along the back side of this. So there's a little corner post, but anyways, just wanted to show you guys kind of what's been holding them in. Again, we have 830 sheep that have never been to this farm, and that's what's been holding them in. We kind of started by training them in like a real tight area with two strands of just temporary wire, and then we kind of just moved them through that for a few days. And I mean, we've just been really pleased that none of them have been getting out of that perimeter, and they're really respecting the hot wire. We got these sheep from 2 different farms. I believe we got 320 from one guy, and we got 510 of them from another guy. So like I said, they're from good closed herds, good closed flocks, whatever you want to call it. You know, nice, clean, healthy ewes. So we've been super pleased. We've got one more farm that we're getting them from. We're getting 200 more from him. So 3 farms total is what these guys will be coming from, all joined up into one flock for us. So fill up this 1,400 acre lease farm before we know it. But there they are. Gonna get ready to show you a long move today. Pen. We haven't really gotten these to follow a call yet, but we're working on it. Try to call them, and I can try to push them. Why don't you just call them and I'll push them? See if we can get the dogs to follow us. Sheep like to follow them. Up that dog feeder. See if we can't get them to follow that. Follow those dogs. Come on. Sitting here waiting for one of them to find that opening. Once one of them finds it, they will all pour in, but getting that one to go in is the tricky part. There they go. Alright, got them all crowded up here in a corner. There they go. They're finding it now. There they go. There they go. Whew. Finally. Got them all blocked up here in the corner. Kind of just waiting for one of them to find that opening. There they go. Trying to make sure nothing gets back. Turn back on, and then we will turn them up into the next holding pen. Alright, pushing them through this into this next catch pen. Kind of had to go across the driveway here. Go on the bottom half and I'll go on the top. Alright. You want to go on the bottom side and I'll go on the top side? Alright. This is a very overgrown little catch pen. We're getting ready to get some rams on Friday. We're going to be getting about 40 rams, so we wanted this to be left alone for the rams to have something to graze on. It's really Loctite here. Woven wire with electric on the inside, so it'll be a nice place for the rams to chill out until December 1st. That's when we turn our rams out typically, so kind of want to get them through this little catch pen and out into the other side so that the rams have something to eat whenever we get them. So, all right, sheep, let's go. Come on now. Can't help themselves. There's too much good stuff to eat here. You want me to get on that side since you don't have... Alright, they went through this jungle now. Just about where we want them to be. One more little opening I gotta go through. Now said, plenty of brush. Right there, it's eating some dry ragweed. Take you guys to the end here. Show you where we put up the divider fence. Nice that they've got babies worth of grass in here, but we won't let them in here longer than 2 days. Temporary fence down to 1 strand as soon as we know that they are all fully respecting the 2 strand. Right now they are, but we'd rather train them slowly rather than just jump the gun and put it down to 1 strand. So anyways, all right, they are just don't even know where to start. Fun eating. So much good stuff to be eaten here. All right, thanks for watching this episode. And like I said, we will try to get a lot more videos of how we move these sheep to keep them parasite resistant. Try to move them every 2 days. Like I said, give them a small paddock every 2 days and keep them happy, healthy, and there they are. Thanks for watching.